Grace and peace, everyone. Grace and peace. Hope you all are having a wonderful Friday evening. And I think I am. So I just want to hopefully pray that you are having one as well. I am doing a quick mic check. I think I figured out what was the problem I was having here. So let me just play something real quick and see how this sounds. And then if you have any questions or anybody stops through, I'll gladly rap for a while if you want to. If not, okay, I can hear that in my ears pretty well, so hopefully you can hear it as well. Also, what's going on, Shara? Can you hear that music okay? Just want to see what you all think. Make sure everything is coming through okay. I did a little bit of movement around in the studio. I haven't changed things around in a while, but I actually need to do a deep clean in here. It looks like it's a mess. In my opinion, I need to clean up some. That might be part of the plan for tomorrow. But yeah, just checking real quick, Shar, if you can let me know if you can hear that okay. I'm going to jump into the YouTube real quick. Okay, it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you had a great day, Shar. Let me know how you are doing. All right, now we're going to do a little quick light check. I added another light this week. I added a larger light. So I had two medium-sized lights and a very small light. So I traded one of those out. Okay, so far the lights look good, but I haven't changed anything yet. So let's play around with some lights. So let's get rid of this guy behind us, okay? All right, we're going radio dark for a second. All right. Okay, that's the new large light. Okay, and that's the side light, but I think I like it better. I think I like it better like this. So this is all three of the lights are on, and let me add the background light as well. All right, so the background light is there. I'm gonna turn this guy off, see how it looks. Okay, I think I look a little shiny. Okay, I think this is good for nighttime. This is nighttime lights. More, please. More, please. More light, please. Or let me see this. Let me add a little bit more. Wow, that's bright, in my opinion. All right, and then I add this guy back. All right, give me your 2 cents. What do y'all think about it? Can we try a warmer light? All right, so, all right, let's go. Let's take these guys and make them warmer. I think it makes me look like, all right, so that's super warm. Okay, that's the warm extent. And I'll add this guy back as well. All right, I feel like I look orange in that. Do you like that? I feel like it just, I don't think that's my skin color though. I feel like it looks different. Let me back it down just a taste and see what y'all think. Mid-warm. All right, I like this right here. I like this right here. I feel that looks good. Warmer is better, but not super warm. Okay. And just in case people are wondering, this is what it looks like super cold. See, like that's definitely not my skin color at all. So let me take it back to where it was. Good at mid. Okay, so there we go there. And then I drop this guy down, and I think that looks pretty good. Okay. All right, let me change this music. Okay, I think we got it all ironed out. Now turn the back off. Let me see. You mean the little colored lights behind me? Why are they not showing up? What's going on, Sarah? No cool, you look gray. No cold, you look gray. I agree. I feel like, oh, let me change this too. Move this around some. There we go. Okay. Some reason or other, that light has dropped out of my. Now, also, is this Apple? I think this is Apple. It gives me one more setting that I can add to my lights. If you notice, it's getting a little bit brighter, so you can actually make adjustments even in that. And I can change that so y'all can see the books. Now you can't see the books. I can change how much of them you can see. I just want you to be able to tell their books. I don't like it looks too blurry. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. No, the color there was light in the corner over your left shoulder. Left shoulder. Oh, this guy right here. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what this guy's doing. Okay, so that's this guy. At my left shoulder? Yeah. Let me change him up just a little taste. All right, that's a little bit. All right, so I locked those in. Now they are connected. They should all stay the same now without changing, which is good. Okay. I think we got it. Okay, cool. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much, Michelle and Transplant and everybody else. I like the colored backlights. Okay, thank you so much, Shar. Those are pretty consistent. I just think I have like 6 colors that just kind of alternate between those 6. Let me see. Yeah, it just goes through 1, 2. Yeah, it's got 6 colors. It just goes through. It just kind of jumps around between those as it feels like it needs to. Cool. All right. Hopefully y'all had a great day. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't really have anything going on. If y'all want to talk about anything, ask some questions, feel free to chop them up, throw them in there. I got a few minutes while Lady Dearworld Christian and Chief Executive Second Born are out running the streets. Taylor was supposed to babysit tonight, but something fell through, so she's not babysitting. So I think they're out getting ice cream. All right. I like it. Looks good. Looking over here on the YouTube, checking it out. I think it looks pretty good. Okay. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And it sounds pretty good too. Thank you very much. Always good to see y'all. Okay. So we've had a week of shenanigans in the YSL case. We got all kinds. Atlanta must be stopped. Atlanta just keeps jumping up in front of a camera being ridiculous. So we have the judge out here in Douglas County, which is a little bit further than Fulton County though, who just recently got arrested for fighting a police officer and striking a police officer. She was already in mad trouble already. I mean, it's just craziness, man. We got to do better. Atlanta, we got to do better than this. So, big girl, thank you so much for asking, Transplanted Texan. How's President Firstborn doing at college? She's doing great. She calls me every morning and every night. She calls me. I don't know why she calls me to talk to me while she's getting ready to go to class. But so far, she's having a great time. And next weekend is Parents Weekend. So we're going to go down to see her and all that kind of good jazz. So that'll be fun. Taylor is going to school, going to camp on Sunday afternoon. So we got that going on. So it's going to be just a fun time for the Whitakers over here at Whitaker Park. So I appreciate you asking, checking on her. As far as I know, she's having a great time. She's met some good friends and building some good memories, she says. I said, okay, cool. I love it. I love it. Let me see. Where's my questions? That's something I need to fix so I can play videos normally. That's something I need to work on. Yeah, that whole I forgot her name. Her name is Christina Patterson or Pedersen. And you already know it's trouble when Marvin Arrington is her attorney. You know there's problems. If you're not familiar, Marvin Arrington is the Fulton city commissioner that we did a video of him yelling at another city commissioner. They were just having this huge yelling match on the floor during a council meeting. I mean, he's extremely, yeah. If you need him to rescue you, you're in trouble. Let's just say it like that. So, yeah, it's interesting though, and I hate it because, there's so many problems here in Fulton and in Atlanta in general. Shara said something I'm kind of missing the Andy Stanley videos. You know what? I think I got an extra one in the tank I never did upload. I know I have a video I never finished recording on Andy Stanley. And I think what the problem is, Shara, is what tends to happen is, and some other content, I know I'm coming to learn this. What the audience actually, what I enjoy doing and what the audience enjoys watching, they have to line up perfectly. So if I enjoy doing videos on a particular subject, but the audience does not care about it like that, then I will do a video and people will not watch it. So for example, I enjoy dunking on Ibram X. Kendi. However, the views on those videos were not very good. So I had to try to say, okay, well, what are the people actually wanting to watch? And so I started zeroing in on that. But even in the Andy Stanley things, I would nurse those videos to try to get them to a certain view count, just to say that they've been pseudo successful, but nothing has gone viral with Andy. Um, I think I have another video on him that I've never uploaded. Maybe I'll upload it. But I'm just always concerned, like when I get done with the video and I put a lot of time and effort into it, if people don't watch them, they don't really go that well. That's why people really do enjoy a lot of the stuff going on with YSL. Fonnie Willis is very engaging. Lots of people enjoy that Tiffany Henyard content and so forth like that. So I try to stick with what I know people will actually enjoy and watch. So I might have to I'll bring back some Andy Stanley though for you. Don't worry. Shoot me an email and I'll remember. But I'll bring you Andy every now and then. Oh, okay. Yeah, I turned it off altogether. Okay, thank you, Texan. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was the guy that was yelling "shut up" to another city councilwoman. Make me, make me, make me. That was craziness. It was crazy. Um, what does Michelle say? Michelle says in the news conference he called, I guess is Marvin Arrington, for Fonnie to personally look at the case and drop the charges. The audacity and leverage their relationship out loud. This is in this political climate. Sorry, I didn't put it on the screen. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I have a theory. Like I said, I told y'all, I really believe there's some form of money laundering. Some form, and that's not the term. It's a wealth transfer. There's money that's being spread around that there's money that's being spread around that would not be spread around if these cases did not come into fruition. I have a thought about that YSL case even and how it's being used by Fonnie Willis and her team. But something about that, these big cases that don't seem to go anywhere, but they show like a political head or political figure just kind of pops up out of the blue and just kind of begins to take root, like Marvin Arrington. There's a couple of other quote unquote activists that show up in these types of situations where you have a very high profile crime, a high profile case, a high profile news event, and somebody pops up in the middle of it, like a Jamal Bryant, stuff like that. You kind of know that it's a flex. You kind of know that this is some kind of stunt, for lack of a better term, and trying to figure out what is the finesse? What is the finesse that's going on? Like, I think most of us can see that Woody is finessing the YSL case. He wants to give information but he also doesn't want to give information. So he's trying to play a very razor thin line, and regretfully, everybody's going to suffer because he does not want to give up information, but he does want to give up information at the same time. So there's a level of flex, there's a level of finesse, and he said it. He was trying to finesse the interrogator. So when I see Marvin Arrington, I'm just like, what's the flex? What's the game? What's the ploy, if you will? This is a level of spiritual 3-card Monty. They got you looking in one direction, but something else is going on over there on the other side. So that's what I'm thinking. But hey, well, thank you, Shar. I'm glad that you found me. And like I said, I'll go back to those. I just realized that, and we can talk about it, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with that content. It's just sometimes people just don't actually watch it as much as you think they would. So I totally get you, but thank you so much, love. Okay, so you know what? We got to talk about this. Here, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to show you. I have a folder on my computer called Dusty Comments. Okay. I'm going to show y'all because I don't know what to do because there's so many dusty comments. All right. Oh, it doesn't show up. Sorry about that. All right, let me try another way. All right, so somehow or another, I have got to find a way to create. I can't spend hours making a Dusty Comments video again. Maybe I need to ask We Watch YouTube to help me. They're saints. All right, let me show you. This is the folder. I'm going to show you just the screenshot. This is what I'm working with. All right, each one of these is a Dusty comment. Except, of course, there's a screenshot of lead attorney. That's not Dusty comment. All right. If you start right here at this folder, right at the very bottom that says done, this blue folder that says done, all of these are dusty, insulting, rude, foul comments. It got out of control. I don't even know what happened. And mind you, there are some on my phone as well. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I have got to find a way to put these together into some kind of montage that makes sense, but I can't spend 20 minutes per clip trying to get the audio to work or reading it out. So if y'all got some good ideas on how I can do these dusty comments, or I don't know, I might just make the whole folder available and put it on Buy Me a Coffee. Like y'all just read them and laugh. But so those are my dusty comments. There are a lot of them. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just put them on there. Just make a slideshow out of them with no audio, and you guys just enjoy and laugh at them. I don't know. Y'all can give me some ideas. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, if you're just jumping in, I was doing a mic check. I was also making sure my lights look good at the current moment. I feel like my lights look pretty good. Retired says he likes my lights. Then there we go. And I just wanted to see, and then we just started chit-chatting. Well, thank you so much, Susie. There's my Andy Stanley playlist. Andy Stanley's a pastor here in Atlanta, Georgia. He's a little bit further than, actually, I think he's in Fulton County, technically. He just does some wild stuff. I saw the news conference and just thought his audacity of these people was off the charts. Yeah, Marvin Arrington and that whole crew are extremely problematic. But if I'm not mistaken, no, okay, so the woman, there's a judge here in Douglas County who got arrested like 2 days ago at a nightclub in Buckhead. And it's down the street from Lenox Mall, if I'm not mistaken. But that's in Fulton County. So I guess, yeah. I was gonna say, why is she worrying about Fonnie? So it's in Fulton County. But the judge herself has been problematic. She's been brought up on judicial issues. She's been declared incompetent, and she's already been voted out of office. So the people she's already lost the primary. The same primary that Fonnie won, this woman lost. I think her name is Christina Peterson. Okay, like the lights, thank you so much. When you first said laundering, I didn't agree, but now I get it. I get it. Yes, the money is putting people in places to make money they otherwise wouldn't have access to follow the money. Yeah, I don't know how it's working. I just believe that there's some serious money hijinks going on. I mean, just think about it. Just think about it. The YSL case is going to go to appeal. So let's just say it's been going on for a year and a half. And let's say today, magically, the Georgia Supreme Court decides that it's done, finished, stop, and cuts it off right there. It's been going on for a year and a half. And let's just say for laughs and giggles, $5 million has been spent in that year and a half. Where did all that money go? Because in order to try these gentlemen again, they're going to need another $5 million. But where did that money go? It went in the pockets of ADAs, clerks, deputies, judges, and of course, attorneys. And they would not have gotten that money any other way. So, and then where did that money come from? Where did that money go? And then where would that new money come from in order to try them again? Because, you know, they didn't hit double jeopardy, so they can get tried again. In my example, so where did that money go and where's that money coming from? To me, it just seems like there's a big Shanghai. And I think especially if somebody audited the Fulton County DA's office, I believe we would see some shocking things if they did a true third-party, non-partial audit of the Fulton County DA's office. Just my 2 cents. Yeah, there you go, retire. Woody wants to give enough to stay out of jail without incriminating anyone. There you go. And let's just be honest. He's convoluted and poisoned the well so much. We don't know what to believe. We don't know if to believe him when he was interrogated. We don't know to believe him when he was on the stand. So all of this that they're doing right now to redact and keep and throw out different portions of that interrogation are almost for naught because nobody knows what to believe. Do we believe that? Why do I believe that? Now we hear ADA Hilton and defense attorney Shard arguing for that. And okay, they make a little bit of sense. They do make sense, both of them. Whether I agree with them or not, they do make sense. They're not doing it for the jury though. They're doing it for the judge. They're doing it for the audience. But the jury's not getting that. And I just can't see, I don't see how that's going to work out when the smoke clears. Follow the money. I think I never understood that until really, let me say it like this. I didn't think it was as prevalent as it is once I started following the Fonnie Willis case, but I'm with you. Follow the money. Follow the money. What's for dinner? What is for dinner? I had nachos with chicharrones instead of nacho shells, and it was fantastic. They should just slideshow a PowerPoint back. I think I'm just going to put them as a slide because there's so many of them. I really wish you could understand how many there are. I'm not even kidding. If you told me there were 50, and I'm going to try to sort out some that maybe are just not as dusty as I thought they were, but there's easily there's easily 50 in here. And like I said, if I go through my phone, because I've screenshotted some on my phone, I pull those out, I think we'll be easily at 60, maybe even more. I got to get it together. I don't know what that person was talking about, Susie. I saw that you commented on that comment as well. And by the way, it's on my most recent video of Kayla Bumpus interview. The guy is saying that I'm talking all over her, but I'm not talking over her. I'm like, what is he talking about? But I guess, man, sometimes people just need something to talk about. They need to feel good. And he got welcome to the Dusty Comments unit. So he got that, that notoriety as well. I like it. T-bones on the grill. I've not had a T-bone in a while. I've had a bone-in ribeye about a week and a half ago, but I've had ribeyes, boneless ribeyes, but I haven't had a T-bone in a while. Okay. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out about Miss Love, why she's not actually doing anything. Somebody said that she might be prosecuting one of Woody's siblings or relatives, so that's why she can't participate, which seems plausible. I think that probably makes sense. But because I looked at some previous interactions with other witnesses, and she's clearly talking to him. So I would love for ADA Love to be going at Woody. That would probably be fun. That would probably be some good TV. And then you add Brian Steele to it. Love and Steele. All right. You know what? I kind of forgot about that, TJ, the advocate. Thank you so much for reminding me. The guy that was high, the guy the day before he came in high, he was expressing that he was really tired. And he was really he didn't want to be there. He sure did say that they're making me testify. I don't want to do this. I don't want to testify. So yeah, that's a very good point. I actually forgot about that. And it's actually in that video that I did today, the montage of 10 crazy things that happened in YSL case. But that part is not in the actual video, but that day that he was talking is interesting. Woody has shown, oh, thank you, love. Woody has shown a light on the need for a judge to retire. Now that I agree with, in my opinion. He has lost sight of his purpose as a judge, and he takes everything so personal. I agree. I do agree with that. And I think today we saw the most measured and calm Judge Glanville that we've seen in a while, because the Supreme Court is is involved now. But I hate that it took all that. Hey, Janelle, good to see you, friend. Grace and peace. Good to see you. Grace and peace. Yeah, I would love to see a full audit of the Fulton County DA's office. And I'll keep saying this. I bet you anybody running against Fani, if they said, look, I am going to audit the Fulton County DA's office day one and have a true third-party impartial auditing firm on deck. So once I get sworn in, we are going to start an audit. I bet you that would be a barn burner. Because the pushback would be immediate. Like, of course, Fani would push back. And then why are you pushing back? Why do you not want people to know how you're spending money in the DA's office? Right over a barrel. Every now and then, every blue moon, if you don't know, me and a couple of others on this channel like to pretend like we're political strategists. We have a little fake political strategist firm called the Dear Woke Caustic Texan Political Activism. We have some little crazy title we made up. But yeah, we like to come up with ideas like that to help them out. So Love and Willis put a young ADA female in charge of Woody's interrogation. That was the first wrong move. Miss Hilton could not control Woody like she thought she could, and is being outplayed. Did Fani want girl magic team? Backfiring. I'm kind of thinking through this, and I might just start noodling it out right now. It's kind of interesting to me that Fani Willis, a black woman, will use black men who, let's just be honest, okay? They don't look like the most savory fellows, okay? But I'm not judging the book by the cover, but let's just be honest. They're black men with face tattoos, dreadlocks. They don't look like the ones that you want to come pick up your daughter. You're not expecting them to be singing in your choir, and you definitely don't want to run into them on a dark alley. So they're using these men, in my opinion, to push a political agenda, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about them. Nobody cares about Young Thug. Nobody cares about Woody. Nobody cares about Bean or Big Nut or Rich Homie Quan. Any of them, they're disposable in their minds, and they're only being used for political gameplay. So Fani can say that she's run up, she's so concerned about gangs, but she doesn't, she's concerned about gangs. So she draws up this insane RICO charge on 30 men, calling them a gang, and they're getting the RICO indictment and all that kind of stuff, bogging down Fulton County court system while she's out jet setting. She's just doing her thing. And now they're responsible for cleaning up her mess and dealing with these men that she's just trying to throw away and cast away. But watch this, watch this. If she's so concerned about gangs, why is she not? Why did she cancel the gang prevention unit when she came in that was under Paul Howard? If she cared about gangs, why is the gang prevention center not open? If she cared about gangs, again, this is starting to make me wonder, where's the money going to that she's using? Where is it going? Where's the money going? Because she didn't hire the 100 other lawyers that she was supposed to hire to deal with the backlog, but the backlog went away. How did that happen? So I think that, sadly, I think Young Thug and all of them are just being used as pawns. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. They're just other black men. Nobody cares about them. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. And so therefore, sadly, the only person I can honestly say cares about Young Thug is a little white man named Brian Steele. I think he cares about Young Thug more than ADA Love does. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say that. I think Brian Steele cares about Young Thug more than me, because he was ready to go to jail for that man. He said, I'm going to go to jail. Just let me put me in a cell with him so we can work on our defense. That dude cares about that man. I don't think Fonnie Willis cares about that man. They're just ploys. I don't think Fonnie Willis cares about the community. My name is Jason, dearwokec@gmail.com. I don't think Fonnie Willis cares about the Fulton County community. If she cared about them, then why would she not do something as simple as try to find a way to get those young boys that are going to become the next Woodies? They're going to become the next Rich Homie Quans. They're going to become the next Big Nuts. Why don't she do something now to derail them now, to stop them from being drawn into the gangs? Oh, I got an idea. Let's take all their dads away from them. Oh, that'll be a great idea. Let's take all their dads and throw them in jail under RICO. That'll be great. That'll be a great way to ensure that these young boys and girls, that these young children, they grow up respecting the law and having a high view of society as you take their dads away from them. Now, sure, maybe their dads are not involved in their lives. Sure, we can have that discussion. But we know for daggone sure they ain't going to be involved in their lives if they ain't locked up in a penitentiary. Catch me outside. I'm just having a good time, Connie. I just came on. I wanted to check my microphone, check the lights. They told me my lights sound good and my mic looks nice. See how I did that? And so now we're just talking, just having a good time. Hey, not a problem at all, Apex. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. No, Bean did say that. Is this the video you're talking about? Bean did say, you know, how stressed out he was, and he's got a job, he's got a family to take care of, and he keeps getting called back in here to testify. It was kind of heart-wrenching. I'm like, this dude, he's trying to do the right thing. And again, you never get away from the consequences of your wrong actions. So I'm not saying that you should get away with that. But you can tell this guy was trying to do the right thing to some degree. Now, is it the right thing that I would do? Probably not. Is it the right thing that he could do? Probably so. That's what it sounded like to me. I've never done, yeah, I can't say I've done air fried ribeye. That's going to be interesting. I mean, hey, whoever told me about the air fryer, you know, kudos to y'all. Lady Dear Woke Christian got an air fryer, I think, for Thanksgiving. And I got to say, it's a winner. I'm very impressed with it. I just haven't cooked everything in the world in it. I'd rather go cook on the grill. I hope she wasn't there, but she could have been. She could have been there retired. Absolutely. Yeah, there we go. We're just having a good time. There is absolutely no agenda. Lady Dear Woke Christian and Chief Executive Second Born just got back from going to go get ice cream. And I just figured I would get on here and, as my daughter says, yap it up. Okay, that's all I was doing. So, but feel free. If you got a question, throw a question in there, put question on it, and we'll answer as best I can. Okay, so Miss Love is the lead prosecutor on another case that is connected to a relative of Woody, and that is considered a conflict of interest. There we go. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out where did they get the high moral ground. Now, all of a sudden, they don't have conflict of interest. But I see your point. Okay. I heard it was something like that. So cool. Thank you. Okay. An air fryer oven. I don't know what we have. We have a, I mean, it's bigger than a toaster, but I'm trying to think what, um, it sits on the counter. It's clutch. I ain't gonna lie. I'm very impressed with it. And Chief Executive Second Born is like a Gordon Ramsay on the air fryer. Is that a thing? Can she be Gordon Ramsay? Uh, I think so. I think you're talking about Chief President Chief Judge Glanville. He seems resigned to failure. I agree. Personally, I think he could cut bait and will still come out of this better looking. But right now, it looks horrible for him. I don't think unless unless some miracle happens, I think he's going to retire in disgrace. Because I mean, this everybody's looking at this case and they see it. Everybody is. Yeah, they answered that yesterday. Infamous Sylvia talk about love on the lead attorney. Okay, cool. I reached out to Infamous Sylvia. Where you at, Sylvia? Come on, holla at your boy. I wanted to talk to her. I want to. One day, I think I'm going to actually. She inspired me to actually go down to Fulton County. So I think one day I'm gonna try to make that happen once I talk to her and kind of coordinate. This is another good question, and I don't. For the life of me, I don't get it. Transplant Texan says, with the conflicts regarding ADA Love, why is this the team that finally chose to prosecute the biggest RICO case in Fulton County? I don't know. That's a great question. There's a lot of people there that look like they've been out of law school 5 years or less. The young man, I think his name is Brown. He had like a tan suit on today. Let's just be honest. Hilton does not look like she's a grizzled, seasoned, battle scarred prosecutor. Like, where are the Sadows? Where's the Ashley Merchants of the Fulton County DA's office? Where are they? Like, where are those people? Why are they not prosecutors? Now you got Love, and I think Love has definitely demonstrated that she's battle scarred and grizzled, but she's got a conflict. So why not leave her to deal with Woody's relative or whoever that is, and then get you some more? Like, there's some of the people in there look like they're in high school. I mean, they're young. They're just young. I don't think, and clearly they get in school. We just watched the poor woman get schooled by Woody. She got multiple degrees. This dude barely got a GED, and he schooled her. Somebody told me they called him Professor Woody because he schooled her like on how to be finessed. And now it's taking up better than 2 weeks of court time because he won't behave like they want him to behave. And this is another question. Does he ever need to come back? And does he need to come back? Or has he now derailed the case to the point that they're just going to use those interrogation videos? See, this is what I'm talking about. He finessed them. And he just finessed them. Oh, there it goes. That's the name of our consulting firm. It's called Dear Transplanted Chameleon Campaign Consultants. Thank you so much. Whew. Oh, there it is again. We gotta get some business cards and stuff. Get a website. She has a type. Thuggus. I agree. The infamous Sylvia had something to say about this, but I'm sure it will be covered by DWC next week. Interesting. Okay. Hey, I'm trying to reach out to infamous Sylvia. I did reach out to her. I shot her an email. Let me just check real quick. I shot her an email and invited her on. No reply back, but let's double check. Yeah, I reached out to her. I haven't got anything back, but as soon as I do or I get an opportunity, I would love to have her come on and talk about some of her experiences. I'd love to know a little bit more about her. She does like a live stream on her way to the courthouse, and then she, I guess, does a live stream back or a live stream where she leaves out, kind of debrief. It's kind of cool. But she's been there for like every day since day one, which is kind of wild. So I'm just so why is it okay? In your opinions, you probably have noticed as well. This is a question for you also. Please feel free to write answer to this particular question. Why is it that Nathan Wade is now he can't seem to find a camera he doesn't want to be in front of? He's done probably 4 interviews in the last month. And we're not even talking about that crazy skit he did with Marlon Wayans the other day. We're talking about just like 4 interviews back to back to back to back. Why is he doing all those now? Because he wasn't doing anything. Before he was quiet. Radio silence, you heard nothing from him. Now you can't turn. I mean, if you just do a search, you find out, oh, he's in front of another camera. Why do you think he's doing that? Let me know. Answer. Just put in answer, and I'll pay it, and I will definitely bring it up. I kind of heard this, Michelle. Michelle says, "Did you guys hear that the original prosecutor was a white man and finally said, no, we don't want the racial optics? He quit in protest and went to another county to work." I'm almost certain I've heard. I thought it was a woman, but I have heard this. I have no idea how to confirm it. If anybody does, y'all are super sleuths. If y'all do, let me know. The organized gang is a DA's office. Come on. Yeah, this is money. I'm sorry, I can't think of a better word to use, but money laundering. This is a big wealth transfer. There's money that's being passed on. Money's going in places that it wouldn't have gone apart from this. Like, just think about it. If Fonnie Willis and them have they got a forfeiture of Young Thug's property? Because that's what they would use to keep this case going. Taking his property, seizure. But if it's found that this case goes to mistrial, what happens with that forfeiture? Does he get it back? Does he get any interest back on it? Where does it come from if he does get it back? All that kind of stuff. Where did it go in the first place? Those are my questions. I do believe that Brian Steele cares about the fairness of the trial, and he probably does care a lot about Young Thug. Hey, let me tell you right now, I would not be trying to go to jail with Young Thug if I did not believe Young Thug was innocent. I wouldn't have said that. So I feel comfortable in saying that man probably believes he's innocent. Young Thug has said it and he believes it. And he's going to fight tooth and nail to bring him to justice. And at the current bring him justice. And at the current moment, I don't see him doing things that are shady or that are underhanded. Sure, is he using the political system and the court system with mistrial and recuse yourself and such like that? But that's what they're supposed to be doing. That's what an advocate does. So I'm just, again, I think it's very interesting. Mm. Transplant text. I don't even want to bring the question up because I don't think there's a good answer. I don't want to bring it up. Okay, fine, I'm bringing it up. Is the prosecution of the YSL case the best and the brightest in the Fulton County DA office? Where are the men taking a lead? That's a great question. Notice that Young Thug and pretty much all of the defense team are men. Notice that the prosecution is all women. That's interesting. Is this a sexist rant? Absolutely not. I just think it's interesting that everybody who's prosecuting Young Thug are women, particularly black women, by the way. And everybody who's defending Young Thug are men, black, white, old, young, short, tall, the whole gambit, men. Just seems interesting. There's a woman in there. I don't know if she's a clerk or maybe she's an attorney. She's a white woman, but everybody else is all men. Just something I noticed. Here to cause trouble. Pawns, she says, in her twisted ploy to the top. And I think we'll know when we see where Fonnie Willis goes next. because unless something changes, she'll probably be DA for another 4 years. Where does she go next? I think that will really, and how does she spin this loss or victory, whatever the YSL case is? How does she spin the loss or victory in the Trump interference case? However she spins it will really tell us where she's going next. If it's, she takes the L, but she blames it on the Judge McAfee. She takes the L, but she blames it on the white power structure, blah, blah, blah. I think we'll see. Honest people must run for these offices and do something about this corruption. I agree, Janelle. I agree 100%. I agree. Okay. And Apex agrees too. You're exactly right. But honest people are the last ones who want the job. That's true. Not only going to be in prison, absent from their lives, the wealth that they might have changed the direction of their entire family via the music business is gone as well. I agree. Oh my gosh. He said the prosecutors leaked his address and phone number. Are you talking about Bean? Because I think I remember this. There's so much, like, just example. How in the world do they expect, if we are not able to keep all this information in our heads and we're able to type, to write, roll back the tape, stop and pause and digest, how in the world do they expect 12 men and women plus 2 alternates to be able to hold on to this stuff over better than a year and be able to say, oh yeah, back in November, yeah, when y'all said that, yeah, I'm gonna correlate that with what you said in late March too. Yeah. Who do they think is actually gonna be able to keep up with this? Now, granted, it's gonna probably take them a week to deliberate. If this case goes to closure, it's probably gonna take them a week to deliberate because they're gonna be like, look, whatever y'all say, I'm done. So if y'all say we guilty, they're guilty. I'm saying we're guilty. Let's get out of here. So it's gonna probably be just a throwaway. But again, all this information, how do they expect people to hold on to that? DWC chat for your daily fashion and cooking advice. I try not to do that, but you're right. All right, what we got here? Well, thank you so much, Connie. I appreciate you. Love y'all as well. Thank you. All right, looks like good quality conversation. Lots of family reunion going on. I love that part. The chief judge, the people expect more from Judge Glanville. The shenanigans in that courtroom are outrageous. And I wonder, so some of the things he does with berating people in the gallery that are chewing gum or coming down hard on lawyers that are late, so on and so forth. I wonder, does he do that? Had he been doing that before? Or did this whole YSL thing just fry his circuits? So that's just my little thought on it. I wonder, had he really truly been like this before? Because everybody I know seems to, or that I've heard, forgive me, everybody I've heard seems to speak highly of him. And they're a little bit more like, what happened, than anybody else. So that's just my thoughts. Yeah, I hope this is not their dream team. I'm perplexed to believe that this is the best team that you could offer. This would be akin to picking the best basketball players to represent your country at the Olympics. And then you send some guys that you found out at the local bar that had some that still wear black dress socks with their gym shoes. I just can't believe that this is the best team that they had. Really? Okay. So Retired said, I'm thinking the case will end without the jury seeing the court again. if you had said that like 3 days ago, I would have disagreed with you. After hearing the fact that the jury might not come back until like July, I kind of, I can't disagree. I can't find a reason to disagree at all. There's no reason. I would be just trying to disagree with you. I think you're right. Because I could see the Supreme Court making an emergency response to that, just like they made an emergency response for Brian Steele going to jail, being held in contempt. They stepped in immediately and said, no, you can't do that. I think they might, we've said 20 days. I think they might, maybe by the end of next week, maybe even sooner, come through and say, yeah, we got to talk about this, Glanville. And something might change, and very well might, this might, I think we might look back at this and say this was prophetic. Let me just say it like that. This rascal said Professor Woody and the YSL Man could be a new comic book. I mean, I can see it. But he's schooling them. And even I was talking to a friend, Susie, about what you said about imagine if Fulton County had a gang prevention center where they were teaching some of the vernacular of the gang life so that people would know how to deal with gang members, understand their vernacular and such like that. And she really thought that was a great idea. She got a good chuckle out of that. I was sharing that with her. But I think there's some room for that. Like, imagine if they were able to, again, put in place something that would help that community. Because I think we all can agree, Woody looks like somebody who could probably turn a wrench. He is not going to be a banker. He's not going to be your lawyer. He's definitely not going to be your doctor. But I bet you if he had a job where he turned a wrench, whether that be HVAC, woodworking, mechanic, whatever like that, he seems like somebody that could do that job. He just needs to know how to do it. So in my opinion, they're greatly limiting their ability to be a help to that community by not having services in place that could train up these young men and women to do something besides go to college, because Woody's not a college student at all. So, but this is my little 2 cents. Yeah, ask Sylvia to holler at your boy. Tell Sylvia, say, Sylvia, reach out to Dear World Christian. He'd love to talk to you. Wade needs the money. But okay, if he had not done that Marlon Wayans video, Janelle, I would be 100% with you. I'd say, yep, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. If you see that Marlon Wayans video and you still think he was trying to go after some money, that right there was so deplorable. I'm just like, that right there is out of control. So I believe he needs some money, but I don't think he thought fully. If his stylist had to stop him when he was talking about when he started his relationship with Fonnie, but then you sit there and literally go for 6, 7, 8 minutes with some very crass locker room humor about your relationship with her, bruh, I'm sorry. There was no way. And he stayed to the very end, and then he just kind of stopped it. But what did he think that was going to be like? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, I think Susie hit it square on the head. The primary is over, and they're probably thinking Fonnie's a shoe-in for re-election. Yeah, he's doing interviews because he needs money for the alimony, perhaps. LOL. Does he have a job? I mean, he has a law firm as far as I know. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know his docket or whatever like that. But damage control. Put out a story that diehard Fonnie supporters can get behind before they vanish. Okay. I can see these. These are all very, very plausible. Why Nathan Wade cannot seem to get out of a camera, because he just stay in front of the camera. Like, dude, what in the world is going on with you? What we got here? Apex says, Apex says, Wade got crushed in that Winans video interview. I think Fonny consulting firm may have thought it was a good idea to have him rebuild his image in the image of the DA's office. Just my opinion. I don't know what they were thinking. I'm sorry. That video is so bad. That video is so bad. Because I saw it really, really early because I couldn't sleep. I came down here to start cleaning the traps, and I saw that video really early Wednesday morning, really early. Not a lot of people were talking about it. And I said, oh my gosh. I think really the only person I saw comment on it was Phil Holloway from Inside the Law. And I was like, oh man, I should do a quick video about this. And I watched it. I said, there's no way. I don't even care. This could have been a 5 million view video. I said, I don't even care. I can't do that. It was so bad. So I don't know what they thought would happen or what would be the outcome of it, which is really weird to me since they stay on knowing what their media image is like and what people are saying about them and this, that, and the third. I have no idea what they were thinking. I don't know where they are. Costa Chameleon. Costa Chameleon says the two other special prosecutors were a white woman and a white man. I don't know. That's a very great question. See, this is what I'm talking about. I feel like it's like a game of like spiritual 3-card Monty, like just get you looking in one direction and then, you don't see the shenanigans happening on the sides. Where did they go? Where are they? Because remember, all this work was getting done by Nathan Wade, apparently, allegedly. So where are they? That's a great question. Nathan needs money to pay for his wife's health care. Okay, I don't know how much interviews are. Nobody pays me money to interview me. But if you want to, hey, hook a brother up. Nobody pays money or even offered money as much to interview me. So I'm wondering how much money is he getting for these interviews? Did he get money off that Marlon Wayans video? Because that right there, he should have gave all that money back. Yeah, I just want to follow the money. I think follow the money is going to be the theme of this. This is going to be the name of this live stream. Follow the money. The court cannot seize Jeffrey's assets until he is found guilty and all appeals are exhausted. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Because I was kind of wondering, I didn't know if that's what they were going to use, but I got you. Battle of the Sexes. Yeah, like what? If Fonny's worried about the optics, why have that silent white guy sitting between Love and Hilton? Because he does nothing. I don't know what he's doing. And nobody is up. It's just two black women arguing against the freedom of black men. I'm sorry. It just looks really weird. If they want to go with optics, then let's go with optics. Nathan Wade got a flash of the limelight, and now he's looking for more, trying to prolong his 15 minutes of fame. Now that I can agree with. I can totally agree with that. And I can see that as being one of the reasons. If somebody wants to interview me, I'm going to jump in front of. I'm surprised he hasn't been on like the Breakfast Club. Once he gets on Urban, like the Breakfast Club or Joe Budden, shoot, I expect him to be on No Jumper soon. Truth be told, I mean, he's going to probably be. I don't think he'll be on like Joe Rogan, but don't be surprised if he tries to get on Club Shay Shay. Like that's where I'm expecting him to show up and just keep milking it. Because, Club Shay Shay, they'll pay you for it. I don't think he'll be like a Cat Williams, but I think he could. I think he could end up on Club Shay Shay. All right, here we go. I'm going to put in an order of where he's going to end up. It's going to be the Breakfast Club, Club Shay Shay, Joe Budden, No Jumper. If you don't know what those podcasts are, don't worry. Just you haven't missed anything. But I do think he might, because Shannon Sharpe particularly has to stop interviewing sports and athletes and entertainers, comedians. So this right here would be a politician. I don't think Shannon Sharpe has interviewed a true bona fide politician or somebody that's not in that space. So that could be very interesting. So I wouldn't be surprised. Now, the Breakfast Club, which is a talk show up in New York, they've had politicians many, many, many times. So this wouldn't be the first time they had them. They had Marilyn Mosley up there right before she got sentenced in Baltimore. So it's possible. It'd be one of those two. Definitely Shannon Sharpe or the Breakfast Club. Okay. That was just my stream of conscience. Thank you. Okay. So those new faces. Okay. The white guy in the middle, he's been there for a while. So I don't know, is that an intern? He's been there for a good little minute. Now, the young black guy, I've seen him there too, but he's just been at a back table. So I don't know if those are, I did hear her talk about interns, but it is what it is. I don't know what their roles are. I'm a pre-K law student, so there's that. I'll try to get on there though, for real. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Texan. I'm not saying that women aren't capable of doing great things. Definitely, no, nobody's saying that. What we are saying is that a man would not have been shedding tears of frustration while questioning Woody. That is the question. That is the truth. Nathan Wade remembered he has kids. He said he would help support. I don't think he's trying to help them though. Like you literally see your dad out here on Marlon Wayans' channel acting a fool about a woman that's not your mom. That's some grimy, nasty work. I don't think he helped his family at all. All right, let's see. Wade has to show off those expensive tailored suits. Well, do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. Nate, do what you got to do. Judge Glanville has been demeaning in his treatment of the council and people in the gallery for sure. But I'm just wondering, is this new or has he been doing this all along? And I didn't know it, and none of us knew it. That's my only question. I think the jury, yes, because once a mistrial is declared, the jury is just released. You can just go home. Or once it's over, you're done. They say thank you for your service. It's finished, and they don't have to worry about it anymore. They can go do book deals. They can go get on V103. They can go do a blog. They can finally live stream walking out the door. That would be crazy. That would be cuckoo bananas. See, Janelle, I'm gonna have to call my mom. I'm gonna call my mom and ask, do I have a missing sister or auntie or somebody? Because I think Janelle Berry Tucker and I might be separated at birth, or maybe we have families. I don't know, but I think we're related. What does she say? She says the all woman DAs is purposely planted there. In my opinion, it seems to be throughout the country: New York, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, and more. I ain't want to say it, but now since Janelle said it, I can say it. Thank you so much. Okay, so Retired says the Supreme Court rules on July 10th. Okay, so that's when they're scheduled to rule. They can rule before then, I think. But watch this. If you go back and listen to them doing their work today, they were talking about still parsing through all this foolishness on July 3rd. So that's only a week later. So and that was only the videos. I don't think that was the audio jail calls. So they might still be parsing through all this foolishness, basically wasting time until the Supreme Court decides to rule. And preferably they'll rule sooner than later. Another judge holds a hearing and declares a mistrial. No question about it. I just teach them a skill. Like it's such a blessing to give knowledge to somebody, because you can take away somebody's car, you can take away their house, you can take away their money. If they have knowledge in their heads and a skill in their hands, they can at least do something moving forward. And if they use that skill and knowledge to grow their wealth that you took from them, it plays in to say that they can grow, they can get it back because they have still have the knowledge and they still have the skills to do it. I don't know if I would know. In order to be, there's a lot more to no. I don't agree with this Apex. You have to have a good character as well to be a protection agent like that, a security guard, private security and such like that. And you got to go through a lot of checks as well, because if I hire you to protect somebody else, if I hire you to protect Susie Q, anything you do is a reflection of my company. So if you're out doing something at the club and something happens to the gun, that's going to come back on me. If you're out and about and somebody runs up on you and you respond, that's going to come back on me as a company. So I don't think he's ready for that. But hey, I think he can definitely be a mechanic. He can be an HVAC person. He can be a lot of things that I think would be very helpful. He doesn't need to have a weapon to do it. Oh, and also you got to pass a background check. And that's going to be a problem for him. We need tons of more people in trades. Here in Georgia, we're experiencing our first 90-degree summer in some time, where it's been 90 degrees multiple days in a row. And I know people's air conditioning is going to be tapping out. And I mean, that's good money right there. Plumbers, good money right there. All that kind of stuff. And Susie makes a great catch right here. Woody was in school during the time when schools had stopped the trade track and were pushing college. If he could have had a trade, his life would have been different. Absolutely. And dads are very important. I agree. I don't know about his pops. I heard that both his parents have deceased. But again, I think the unequivocally having more options besides college or gangs. That's what it sounds like. The only two options he had: go to college, go to school, or join a gang. I think there should have been some other options. Okay, what we got here? What we got here? All right, let's see. My brother's going. Yeah, baggage handlers. Only thing is, though, you got to have some high moral character, because you always see and hear about baggage handlers getting a little free with people's luggage. So you got to have a good moral compass there. And I don't know about that for him, but I'm willing to give him a shot because I don't travel that much. Listen to what Transplanted Texan says here. Think about it. The Dems do not want underprivileged, underserved children of all races to succeed. The longer they stay in the government teat, the longer they'll vote for Democrats, and poverty continues. I mean, I don't know where the lie is there. I don't see a lie there. I don't. Let's see here. Wade closes law firm. He closes law firm? Really? Hold on. I do want to look at that real quick. I hope he didn't. That was a boneheaded thing to do. Okay, the law firm that I saw, no, he's still a partner. He's just, his name is not on this law firm. I see him. No, it's Wade and Campbell. There we go. It is Wade and Campbell. Forgive me. Wade and Campbell law firm. It's still open. They open up tomorrow at 9:00. I mean, Monday, 9:00. So very, very interesting. All right, let's keep this going. Let's keep going. Wade is not the person to rebuild an image. He can't even rebuild his own image. This is a good point. I didn't think about this. Yeah, Wade still has a law firm, so it's not closed. But Texan says Afani can move on without Nathan because she's already said she don't need a man. Nathan has a limited, if any, path without her. That's true. Mm-hmm. It's not a stay until after the election, but it's a stay until like October, which is effectively basically the election because early voting starts well before then. So basically, till after the election. Okay, so if he's a clerk, Michelle says the silent white guy is their clerk of sorts, I believe. If he's a clerk, he's not an attorney. So I do wonder why is he sitting up in the front if he's not an attorney. And then why are there those two, Love and Hilton, why are they sitting there with not a third person to help out? Because again, a clerk is not, he could be sitting at the back table passing notes, but oh, he's an attorney, you think? Okay. Jump the shark trifecta. I've heard this. So, yeah, I think we mentioned that earlier as well. I do think I don't doubt it. You think he'll be, I don't, I would be disappointed, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'd be disappointed, but I would not be surprised. And, Shannon Sharpe, they've been coming down since that Cat Williams video broke the internet back in February. I think a Nathan Wade sit down probably would be akin to that. I don't think it would be as, I don't know. Because I don't think anybody expected the Cat Williams video to be that good. So, that being the case, yeah, I don't think it'll be as good as Cat Williams. It'll definitely be, at the current moment, if you look on Shannon Sharpe's Social Blade, that video is the most, actually, that is the most popular podcast, period, on YouTube, period. Let me look it up real quick. The Cat Williams interview. So that would be hard for them to beat that. But anything is possible. All right, let's see. The Cat Williams video currently. Okay, I'm just going to pull this in so y'all can see what I'm looking at. All right. This is the channel I watch, I pay attention to just keep up with the stats, if you will. And it's called View Stats. And this is Club Shay Shay. You see right here. Okay. Club Shay Shay is currently 3.2 million subscribers. He has 655 million views. This video right here, the Cat Williams video, has 61 million views. The next one close, has 15. And then when you add to it the fourth largest video of his is another Cat Williams video. So effectively, Cat Williams has gotten him, maybe we could just say right here on this top line, 82 million views, or 80 million views just from here alone. Now, when you add in the shorts, when you add in the other mic drop moments, blah, 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 like that, it's going to go, it's probably trucking somewhere near 150 million views, which is crazy to talk about. All right, let me show you one more time. There's something else, and then I'll get out of here. I know y'all are like, what in the world are we talking about today? All right, we're going to go to Joe Rogan Experience because Joe Rogan is the second. That's not Joe Rogan's channel. Joe Rogan had at that point had the most popular is this him? There's a lot of people milking off that Joe Rogan. Okay, this is not him. Okay. Anyway, Joe Rogan had the had the largest viewed podcast in YouTube history until February when Shannon Sharpe had Cat Williams on. So that being the case, I could see Nathan Wade going on. I just can't see him breaking the internet. I just can't see it doing as well as the Cat Williams. Let me just look at it real quick and make sure I get the name of it right, because yeah, here it is right here. Why can I not find it? Oh, maybe that is the name of it. Oh, that was the name of it. Sorry. Powerful Joe Rogan Experience is the name of it. Okay, so yeah, okay, so I'll just show you right here, and then I'm gonna stop talking. I know y'all don't like Jason. What are you talking about? Okay, so this is on YouTube, of course. All right, so it's Joe Rogan Experience podcast, whatever. This is his channel, 16 million views. 16 million subscribers, way more, 5 times X than Shannon Sharpe. But what I want you to see right here, this is his #1 video. Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell. And 5 years ago, it had 60 million views. Shannon Sharpe and Cat Williams topped this in 4 months. That's crazy. And notice right here, the 8th most popular video of Joe Rogan's is Cat Williams, and that has 21 million. So it's almost a third of this already. So it's just interesting to see. So I don't know if Nathan Wade has that kind of draw, but who knows? It might be. It could be. People might really be interested in what Nathan Wade has to say. I haven't heard him say anything new. So unless Shannon Sharpe asks him some different kinds of questions, I don't think that would be I don't think it'll be a well spent, invested funds to Nathan Wade to come up there. How many jurors are going to write a book? My money will be 2. Really? Only 2? I would say at least 5 or 6, and they're probably working on it now, truth be told. If they're smart, they're working on it now. That would be mine. I mean, think about it. They're not going to be able, if they're not in court for another week, maybe 2. All right, am I supposed to believe that they've not at all interacted with a Woody meme? They've not at all interacted with the news? Really? And is that what I'm supposed to believe? Get out of here. Get out of here with that craziness. Okay, what we have here? Court is 2 days next week. Really? Oh my gosh, that would be miserable. Okay, that's the clerk up front. Then who's the guy between ADA Love and ADA Hilton? Those are the guys. That's the guy I'm talking about. Because he's been sitting there forever. Cat Williams makes me so angry. Really? I think he's I'm interested in how Shannon Sharpe and his team utilize and leverage the Cat Williams interview to milk all of these different platforms. That's it. I'm really not that invested in Cat Williams per se. I'm just interested in how in the world they were able to, make. It's very possible Shannon Sharpe made $7 million off that interview. It's very possible. That's crazy. That's crazy. And if it was more than that, I wouldn't be surprised. So I think 7 is probably undercutting when you look at the amount of views that he got, so on and so forth. There's whole YouTube channels that have done entire videos about how much he probably made on the different platforms. So I'm just interested in that. Like, how is he doing that? How is he leveraging his skills and abilities as an interviewer to create these great interviews with people. He just interviewed Dana White from the president of UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. It looks like it's going to be a great interview. Like it was a great interview. I'm going to probably sit down and watch it tomorrow. So, but yeah, I'm interested in that kind of stuff. So, but yeah. Okay, okay. But who would interview Brian Steele to break the internet? Who would Michelle? Who would interview Brian Steele? We want to break the internet, so we gotta get the right kind of interviewer and the right kind of interviewee. So we need Brian Steele. I'll take Brian Steele. I'm good with that. He's definitely got credibility. I got you, no problem. But who's gonna interview him? We gotta have a banger interviewer because we want to break the internet. So who is it gonna be? Okay, looking so much. Wade is not going on Rogan. Wade cannot handle even one question from Wayans. That's all I could watch. Wade also is not as smooth as he thinks he is. That's fair. That's fair. I can dig it. That's why I think maybe he'll go on the Breakfast Club because they softball all day long. Nikia says, yep, Wade would snitch on himself if he went on Rogan. I love it. I love it. I think he would have more success on the Breakfast Club. If he didn't go to Shay Shay, then he would go to the Breakfast Club. That's my 2 cents. I can't think of another big podcast that he would go on that would be that people would want to go and follow and watch. Because remember, you want eyes because that's going to ultimately be where your value comes from. I want to talk to. That was a question I was going to ask Sylvia. So hopefully, if I ever have Sylvia on Texan, she'll be willing to answer questions because I would love for her to answer those kind of questions because I think she's been talking to. Well, I know she has. She's been talking to other lawyers. She's been she ran into Shard, walking in this morning. She walked. I think the gentleman's name was Adams, a black guy with a bow tie. She interviewed him yesterday. He was just walking out of the courthouse. So I think she's had relationship with them. So I believe she probably gets kind of like that inside scoop or gets a little special note passed to her, that kind of stuff like that. So I don't think she's guessing that stuff. I just don't know how she's getting the stuff. The jurors have to write a book to recoup lost wages. I agree. That or they got to get on a speaking circuit. Attorney Atkins is the guy in the middle. Okay. Thank you so much. I need Attorney Atkins to say something though. He's too quiet. Yeah. Oh, and yes, I'm sorry. You're correct, Janelle. She actually is in the courtroom. She does actually sit in the gallery every day. So she just doesn't have her phone on, of course, because we know how Glanville gets down. We don't need Sylvia going to jail. Hey, let me tell you, I would interview any of them. I'll interview ADA Love. I'll interview Woody. I would love to talk to any of them just to hear their perspective. Because a lot of the time, I don't think people ask. They ask a lot of questions about the main topic of the day, du jour. But there's a lot of other things I want to know about these people. I think that would make them very interesting and make them look a bit more human and such of that nature. So yes, I would love to talk to them. Come on over. Let's talk. I ain't hurt you. I forgot about Vlad. You're correct. Okay. All right. I forgot about DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad is a DJ or used to be a DJ, whatever like that. He's interviewed everybody. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go with The Breakfast Club, Shannon Sharp, DJ Vlad. Those are my top 3 podcasts that Nathan Wade's going to show up on next. Because he's already done the mainstream media speaking circuit. So now he's got to get into some and he's proven that he doesn't mind getting into some raunchier topics with the Wayans interview. So I'm thinking he'll either be on Breakfast Club, Shay Shay, or DJ Vlad. I totally forgot about Vlad. Thank you so much. Yeah. Club Shay Shay has more of the Nathan Wade aesthetic, if you will. I can dig that. Yeah. Yeah, tell Sylvia to hook me up. Do a collab. We can do an interview. We can talk it up. Meet her down there at the courthouse. We'll go to court together. So Steele and Rogan. Okay, I can get with that. I can get with Brian Steele on Joe Rogan. He's good with leading questions in the form of a great setup, and then he'll let Steele take the lead. Rogan knows when and how to probe for more. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. Come on. Come on. DWC with Merchant and Steele would be the ticket. Come on. Absolutely. I'd have a great conversation. Oh, definitely love. Transplant Texas said, who writes more notes, Sylvia or ADA Love? ADA Love. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a good one. I think DJ Vlad and Nate would probably be pretty good. No, we don't want no. We don't like Culture Vulture for Steele. No, we want Nate and Vlad. He didn't use it today though. He didn't use it today. He was very quiet today. Yeah, so that's pretty dope. So tomorrow is Saturday. I got one video going up tomorrow. I think the jurors are allowed to write notes. I just don't think they're able to take the notes out. I think. Don't quote me on that. Sylvia says there's a juror that takes more notes. I just don't think they can do anything with them. I don't know what's the purpose of them writing notes if they can't take them home or do something else with them. But I don't think they can take them out of the courtroom. I don't think. I could be wrong. But so tomorrow I got a video, just a fun video of me asking lead attorney some questions, lead and AV some questions. Actually, I found some of the new answers since we did that video. But Saturday, that's Saturday, and then Sunday, I'm taking Chief Executive Second Born to her college camp. So I'm not gonna be doing a show on Sunday, but we will be back on Monday. Talk about some great stuff, having a good time. All right, let's see. Yeah, they have to leave them behind. So I don't know what the purpose of that is. Maybe just to help them. I needed my notes. Even if I wrote them, I would just need them after the fact. But maybe they're just writing them and it just helps them remember what they heard, keeps them engaged. Because I can only imagine how mind-numbing that might be. They use the notes in deliberation, but they're not deliberating yet. So where are the notes right now? Like where are the notepads? Which one? I mean, I can work with them, but like, where are they now? So that's just my little 2 cents. I love it. All right, good people, let me get out of your way. I want to thank y'all again. Thank you for the mic check. Thank you for letting me know everything sounds good. Glad we got that figured out. And I appreciate you all this week just hanging out with me. Thank you very, very much. Shout out to all the new subscribers. If you want to check out some of the things I've done before, you want to know a little bit more about me, there's a couple playlists down below. There's particularly one that explains why my channel is named Dear World Christian. A lot of people have been asking that. So there's that, as well as some other projects I've done in the past before we start talking primarily about law and all these shenanigans in the courtroom. Definitely follow me on all the different socials. Let me drop that link in there for you as well if you'd like to keep up with me on some of the other social platforms, there's a link right there, link in bio. You can follow me on all of them as well. I still read a book a week. I'm currently reading the book Preaching to the Choir, and I'll be finished with that pretty soon. So if you follow me on Goodreads, you'll see it. I've read the book before, but I really enjoy reading it. So it's a great book. So I'll be reading it again and finishing it. And that's it, everybody. I really do appreciate y'all. You're the best. So thank you very much, everybody. Have a fantastic, restful weekend. Enjoy your Lord's Day on Sunday. Get some good time with your family, all that kind of good jazz. And until next time, everyone, grace and peace. Take care. See you soon.